Gurus! Happy Saturday. Wishing each and every single one of you an amazing day. We have a very special video. Today is Saturday, which means that honor is being bestowed upon one of you amazing gurus. As thanks to you for your curation on Ask a Guru, our wonderful platform where you get to share your favorite music, movies, books, and TV shows and get the most amazing recommendations right back. But before we give this prestigious award to one of you, I just want to say thank you to all of you who are already following us on our socials. But if you're not already following us on our socials, be sure to do that at Ask a Guru app on Instagram and on X. Like our videos, subscribe here at Ask a Guru TV. But most importantly, gurus, download the Ask a Guru app or sign up at askaguru.com and make your voice heard, because your taste is the world's next obsession. And now, without further ado, our Guru of the Week award goes to McguanT. McguanT, prestige, honor upon you. You are our Guru of the Week, and here's why. Kudos to you for your excellent book list on the platform, which is Greek mythology rewritten, and there are some excellent books on there, and they come from the author Stephen Fry, and one of those books is Mythos, which is a retelling of essentially Hesiod's cosmology, which is the story about how the universe was created according to the ancient Greek mythology. And in this work, there are many stories. It goes from basically Hesiod's cosmology, and it tells us other stories along the way, the War of the Titans, even down to the story of Adonis, and so much more sprinkled in between. But the Greek mythology is so interesting. It is a field of study that I've been passionate about my entire life. And so for McguanT to post this book on mythology and others on his read list, I just found it to be such a wonderful curation for the gurus of the world. So if you've ever been curious about mythology, didn't know where to start, McguanT has put us on with a retelling of these Greek myths through a very prolific English writer in Stephen Fry. So big kudos to you, McguanT. Honor is being placed upon you at this very moment. You are our Guru of the Week, and we can't wait to see what more you give us by way of curation. So thank you, and also congratulations. And so, gurus, if you do want to be eligible for this award, all you have to do is sign up at askaguru.com or download the app and share your favorite music, movies, books, and TV shows. And the benefit is, not only will you be considered for this award and win a video tribute like this and be posted across all of our socials, but you're going to get the most amazing recommendations right back. So I can't wait to see who's going to win next week. And I just, this is such a beautiful platform, because we are preserving and chronicling what matters to us human beings on this earth, which are these important stories that have been passed down throughout time. You know, there's so much mystery behind these stories. Like, even though they're coming to us by way of the Greeks, what is the original origin? Because the more I dive into history and mythology, you see that this is a very fascinating world. In fact, one of the stories that you will find in these myths is the story of Helios, and basically the story of how one of his sons, I believe it might be Phaethon, basically the story of how one of Helios' sons wanted to drive his chariot, and basically Helios, knowing that his son couldn't drive his chariot, but still wanting to indulge him because he promised him that he would indulge him anything because the son was doubting his parentage. And basically, the son takes the reins of Helios's chariot, is unable to drive it, and he ends up causing so much havoc that Zeus needs to strike him down in order to stop him from burning up the world. And the reason why I tell this story is because if you read Plato's Timaeus, when Plato is talking about how Solon is getting a recounting of this story in ancient Egypt, they say that this story is very old. And they go on to say that the Greeks are actually the latest version of people to inhabit those lands, and that the Greeks from even longer ago defeated the Empire of Atlantis. And you might be wondering, Pablo, what are you talking about? And basically, this world is a very mysterious place. And so these myths that are being told to us, they're coming to us from the Greeks. Bless the Greeks for telling us these stories. And the implication is that these stories are very old. And so when we engage in these myths, we are engaging with ancient history very often, and not just merely myths, but we are touching upon fascinating, very old stuff. And so it's worth it to go down these rabbit holes, not only to just chuckle and say, wow, these stories are coming, out of left field, and are they just metaphors? In many cases they might be, but in many cases the suggestion is that some of these figures like Zeus and his brothers Hades, Poseidon, and Athena, that in many cases they may even have been historical figures that they are chronicling for posterity through these very fun stories. And so I just am so fascinated by mythology, and McguanT's read list just sparked in me that renewed interest and just highlighting the importance of engaging in these stories. And not only are they fascinating, but we can often learn a thing or two just by engaging in these stories. And so here at Ask a Guru, the art that you engage with is also making you the best version of yourselves. Because there's no way that you listen to stories of the Iliad, stories of the Odyssey, and other Olympian stories, and you don't in some way become inspired. Because we can't forget that the heroes of the Iliad were inspired by the stories of the Argonauts, who were just a generation or two before them. In many cases, some of those people that were in the Iliad were the children of some of the people that were on that chase for the Golden Fleece with Jason and the Argonauts. So, shout outs to McguanT. Big honor and kudos upon you for your curation. We are doing something special when we continuously keep up these traditions, and in our own ways, we're writing our own traditions and our own myths here at Ask a Guru. And therefore, McguanT, you are now part of the legend and mythology here at Ask a Guru as one of our Gurus of the Week. Who's going to join the mythology next? Who's going to win the prestige? Who's going to get the honor? It might just be you. Gurus, we look forward to your curation on the platform. Be sure to like this video. Start your epic journey with the Gurus by subscribing here at Ask a Guru TV and following us on all the socials at Ask a Guru app. But most importantly, download the app or sign up at askaguru.com. We can't wait to see you. Peace, Gurus.